First of all, let me take this opportunity to thank all of you for being here this evening, and more importantly, thank all of you who reside in the 20th Senatorial District, where I've been the state senator for the last 4 years. I think in those 4 years, we have done a lot. We have accomplished a lot to improve the amount of money that goes to the great cultural institutions that surround this great community. I think we've also been able to deal with some of the issues around health care. We've also been able to deal with some of the issues that relate to jobs. As the ranking member of the Civil Service and Pension Committee in Albany, I was able to get the Department of Civil Service to open up an employment outreach office here in Brooklyn, so the residents of Brooklyn will be able to get information not only on state civil service jobs, federal civil service jobs, say that 3 times real fast, and city civil service jobs, and also jobs in the private sector. But let me tell you something about Carl Andrews, the individual that many of you may not know. I was born and raised in this district, raised by a single mother. My mother, when she came home from work as a daycare group teacher, made sure that I had food on the table, a decent place to live, and did my homework. But she also instilled in me some qualities that have taken me all through my life. She told me that in order to be successful in life, one would need discipline, one would also need the ability to do hard work, and one would also need an education, and a good education. And finally, I think the most important thing she taught me was the fact that you should help people. And no matter what jobs I've had in my life or what committees I've served on, these are the principles I've taken to those jobs. So when I was elected to the community school board in when I was 21 in District 17, after hearing the challenge from Shirley Chisholm, who I believe ran for president in '72, while being a student at Mecca Evans College, she challenged our student body to not only get a good education, but to come back and serve the community. And that's why I got involved in student government. That's why when I went up to Albany as an intern and I came back to the community, I ran for the community school board to get involved with the education of the children in the district which I was born and reared. I know that this country has been going down the wrong path under the Republican administration. We are involved in the war in Iraq, where we shouldn't be involved in, where many, many billions and billions of dollars of our resources are going to this war, and we should be involved in a war on poverty, a war as far as lack of education and no child left behind, the war on not having health care in this community and not having health care in this country, the war not having affordable housing, the war not having jobs for people in our community. These are the issues that we should be fighting for. These are the wars that we should be fighting for right here in our neighborhood. When I look at this district, talking about health care for a moment, and I look at a community known as Brownsville, where